Hey y'all, Mike here, Blueface Plus. Thanks for tuning in. Today we're going to be working on this 2007 Lincoln Town Car. My buddy's having an overheating problem. We're going to change out his engine coolant temperature sensor. Alrighty guys, so we actually got a video on this where we actually replaced a cooling fan module relay. So if you want to check that out, I should have a short on that. This is the V8 engine. Now, in order to get to this temperature sensor, it's actually going to be, I think this is the wire here. We're going to verify, but I'm pretty sure the sensor is in the back. So we actually have to pull the serpentine belt, and we're going to have to remove the alternator, get that out of our way, and we're going to need a special wrench to get at it. So let me show you the part. Let me show you the wrench we're going to need. Alrighty guys, so your temperature sensor should look something like this. It's got the just a two connector prong, and if you guys you may want to pick up a crow's foot wrench set like this. I'll put a link down below for this wrench set and the temperature sensor, and you're going to want a 19 millimeter. So with the 19 millimeter, fits nicely on that temperature sensor. So let's get started on this, and we're going to start taking off the serpentine belt, and let's get that alternator out the way. Alright guys, so we have to get the serpentine belt off. You just grab your ratchet and you fit it down on your tensioner pulley, and then you push down tight and it'll loosen this here. Alright, and we're just going to go ahead, just push straight down, loosen this puppy up. There you go, release it slowly. Now I just want to set this belt just kind of down here because I don't want it to fall off and then we have to like reconfigure the belt. So we're just loosening that up. Now with that off, we're probably going to go ahead and disconnect the battery possibly so we can get this positive, but we're probably going to try to leave the positive on and just remove these two bolts here to get this alternator. Yeah, we got 4 more here. And then I think we can just set this to the side. So let's see what we can get. We're going to make sure you got a 10 millimeter just to get these 4 screws out here off of this bracket. And get this bracket out the way. Make sure your engine is cooled down. Don't try to do this on a hot engine or you'll burn yourself. Alright guys, bracket just comes right out of there. We'll set all this to the side. We just used a 13 millimeter wrench to break them loose, because the pulley kind of gets in the way there. Alright guys, so that one he was able to just get with the ratchet. So while he's working on that, you're going to have this electrical connector back here as well. So we're going to go ahead and pop that off. And I don't think we need to take the main wire off. Hopefully we can just set it over there to the side. Alright guys, so you just literally just push on this connector and it pulls right out. Alright, go ahead and set that to the side very carefully. Just take note that this could be energized here. If your battery's still on, you don't want to make any contact with metal. And now hopefully I think we can see that sensor. There she is, boys and girls. All right, let's see here. All right guys, so we actually put a glove on because it's still a little warm, and just pull that connector, and he was wiggling around and it just popped right off. So now with that to the side, we got to get that that crow's foot, and we got to try to work that that sensor out of there. All right guys, so what we ended up doing is we broke this off and we stuck a deep 19 on it, and we're slowly inching it out right now with a 19 millimeter deep socket. We're having a hard time with the crow's foot, but we're going to probably need the crow's foot to tighten in the new one. Alright guys, so we got it already loose. He's going to go ahead and pull it out now by hand. So just go ahead and stick it in there. Yep. You might have to grab this one because it might start pumping out some radiator fluid. No, there ain't no fluid coming out. Sweet. So there she is.
Look at that bad boy.
There's the old one. Alright, so here's the new one. So now very carefully he's going to start hand threading that in there. Alright guys, we were messing with it with the crow's foot, but I kind of just got like a 19 millimeter wrench, and if you see, I'm kind of inching it. back and forth. And you just got to be careful too. You don't want to break the plastic. So all we're doing is literally fighting this little puppy, trying to get it as tight as we can. There was a good turn. That was beautiful. That felt good. There we go. There's another good one. All right, guys, we're gonna finish getting this in there, and we'll get everything hooked back up. All right, guys, so make sure you have the proper connector. We got it in there. Make sure you use the crow's foot, because you can see how it's tight up against the block. So you definitely need the crow's foot to get your extra torqued. And then just ease it very carefully on, and it should just be a little snap like that. All right. Now we're gonna put the alternator back, plug the alternator in, and get the serpentine belt back on. All right, good job, Sam. Sam's starting the bolts right now, and if you look at the alternator, it's notched to where when he sets it down in there, it should just set right on those bolts. Look at that, that's nice. We'll give the engineers a thumbs up on that one, but where they put that sensor, negative. All right, so we got the alternator in place. Don't forget to plug in your alternator. All right. Alrighty, guys, we got those 2 bolts torqued in. Now we're just tightening the 4 bolts on top. Alright, guys, so me and Sam got that all back together. We got the belt back on. Make sure that your belt doesn't fall off, and it's a good thing when you're in there to just bump the starter. Just don't put it on, just bump it a couple times to make sure that this belt doesn't come off. Now what we noticed is that when we pulled the sensor out, there was no coolant coming out, and we're squishing this line. There's a lot of air in this line, so we're actually going to add some distilled water in here. We're going to pour some distilled water. Sam, you want to grab some of that distilled water and start pouring it in there? All right, we got the magical distilled water. Just, you can pour a little on the ground. It's just water. Okay. Let's see. Come on, you got that. Get it all. So we're gonna get that all the way to the top, because we want it to fill up this line. And then once it fills up this line, there's actually a Allen head here. We're gonna take that out. We're gonna start the engine, put the AC on high heat, so we can get this circulating, and we want to make sure we get all the air out of there, because if not, that could be another part of his overheating issue. Alrighty, guys, so hopefully this video had helped you guys. I definitely recommend the crow's foot. We definitely needed it there towards the end, getting that sensor on there. We went ahead and we bled out all the air out of the radiator to make sure there was no air in the lines after changing that sensor. Also, we ended up getting it all done, and the fan's still not coming on. We jumped the fan, and the fan seems to have a direct short, so Sam's going to go ahead and order a new fan, and I'll have a video coming up soon how we're going to change that fan. Hopefully we can figure out why his vehicle is overheating. His fan has not been coming on, and we have a video on there changing the fan module relay. We replaced that, so I have a video on that. If you guys want to change that, check that video out. We'll have a radiator fan video hopefully coming up soon. So this is how we changed the thermostat temperature sensor in our 2007 Lincoln Town Car, guys. So hopefully this video helped you. If it did, hit that like, hit that subscribe button. Check out some of my other videos, guys. I appreciate all my subscribers out there, and stay tuned for the next video, guys. I'll see y'all in the next one. Y'all take care. God bless y'all. Peace.